Well, wrestling fans, we just got a small taste of what we can expect at WrestleMania 33. The Undertaker falling at the hands of the Roman Empire. Can see it coming. Undertaker, he interrupts Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns tonight. This should have happened at Fastlane. Now, I'm not going to go real into Fastlane anymore because Fastlane sucked overall as a pay-per-view. However, Undertaker should have done this at Fastlane and built towards the match and made the match there. Instead, he interrupts Braun Strowman's and Roman Reigns' second matchup. Thankfully, Braun Strowman, the monster among men tonight, does not get buried again. Because that would have completely just destroyed Braun Strowman's character. 2 clean losses to Roman Reigns would have completely did it. Now, Undertaker pops up out of nowhere, choke slams Braun Strowman into a spear. Rises up, does his little rest in peace sign, and then Raw goes off the air. Get ready for the Roman Empire to win at WrestleMania 33. But Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, if I have to listen to any of you say that they are fighting to determine whose yard it truly is again, I'm going to vomit. Because the ring will always be The Undertaker's yard. Always. He never lost it. He'll never lose it. And one loss to Roman Reigns will not change that. The rest of Monday Night Raw was kind of good. It was a blessing that we didn't have to see cringe-worthy Stephanie McMahon that much tonight. It was a blessing we didn't have to see Gender Roid Raging Mahal at all on the show tonight. Listening to him say that he is a main eventer. I'm telling you, if he's a main eventer on Raw, then I'm a main eventer on Monday Night Raw. We get an update on Seth Rollins tonight by a doctor. They're teasing at first that he's not going to be able to make it to WrestleMania. Give me a break. Give me a break. Now, him being injured, I am sympathetic for that. Okay? However, you're not fooling us hardcore fans. If he was not going to be at WrestleMania, then they would have announced it the very first Monday Night Raw that they were saying that he could not be at WrestleMania and that he was injured. So they had the trainer come out saying, I'm not sure he's going to be there. He's working really hard, but it's going to take 6 months for him to come back to the ring. But with Seth Rollins, strive and determinability, he could be at WrestleMania. Give me a break. Seth Rollins is going to be there. Which we found out more development from Triple H later on in the night. Which I'll go over about that in just a little bit. Mick Foley opens up the show, and Mick Foley comes out and says that he is tired of Triple H giving him index cards. And that he shouldn't have to read the index to cards that Triple H gives him because Hall of Famer, and he deserves more respect than that because at first Mick Foley says, I respect Stephanie McMahon. I am sorry, Stephanie McMahon. Thank you, Triple H. Thank you for the opportunity that you have given me over the past 9 months since the brand split. On and on and on. Next thing we know, Stephanie comes out and we hear the famous Vince McMahon words come out of her mouth. You're fired. We all knew this was coming. Mick Foley has had, approved to have hip surgery, so good luck, Mick Foley, on down the road. Hope you get better. Hope you get that replaced and heal up very soon and well. Sami Zayn. Now, some of you will get absolutely irritated about this because he has no match for WrestleMania. He's probably going to be thrown into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He is nothing more than a tackling dummy. He's a punching bag. He comes out, he stands up for Mick Foley, and then he is thrown into a match with Samoa Joe, in which Samoa Joe pretty much tears him apart throughout most of the matchup. He gets his spots and does a fabulous DDT through the ropes, but for the most part, he's a tackling dummy through this match, and Samoa Joe picks up the victory. Charlotte versus Dana Brooke. Who cares? Does anybody care about the two most cringe-worthy superstars on the women's division? I know I don't, and a lot of you fans don't. Jericho has his segment, and he gives out the real Kevin Owens. Jericho, by far, is the best thing on Monday Night Raw, the funniest thing on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be saddening to see him go after WrestleMania because it's common knowledge now he's not going to be here too much longer after Mania, so it's going to be sad to see him leave. However, he comes out and says, Kevin Owens, we were never friends, and Kevin Owens looked up to me. Kevin Owens looked at me as I was his idol. And he showed pictures of Kevin Owens wearing a shirt when he was little. And he showed a tweet when Kevin Owens was first coming into the business. And then to the WWE. And then they tweeted back and forth about how Kevin Owens could get better. But in the end, Jericho eats a pop-up powerbomb by KO tonight because Samoa Joe interrupts Chris Jericho, exposing the real Kevin Owens. And then Kevin Owens absolutely tears apart Chris Jericho 13 nights away from WrestleMania. Now, KO will win at Mania. No question about that. Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins. This match was pointless. No one cared about it. And it's Vince's fault why no one cares about it. Because the match went 2 minutes. So how can you care about a match that is 2 minutes long? You can't. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar had a package tonight highlighting their big matchup. Goldberg's, really showing what he did in WCW and then leading up into WWE now. And then talking about Goldberg, wanting to perform in front of his wife and children because they've never seen that before. And that's pretty much what that was. And then it led to a question with Brock Lesnar, in which Brock Lesnar, pretty much said he was going to destroy, Goldberg at WrestleMania, in which we all expect that to happen. Because Brock Lesnar is not going to get buried 4 times in a row. It's just not going to happen. And then they also showed last week's edition highlights of what Brock Lesnar said and, the F5 that Goldberg took from Brock Lesnar on Raw. And next week, we will see Brock Lesnar and Goldberg in the ring, one-on-one, face-to-face on Raw before their epic encounter at WrestleMania. Nia Jax is officially in the Women's Championship at WrestleMania 33. We all knew this was going to happen. I didn't watch this matchup. I got up and started doing some stuff, got something to eat and drink, and took a bathroom break because, honestly, she does not impress me anymore because until now, all she did was beat up jobbers. So anytime Nia Jax is in a match, I just don't care. However, she's in the Women's Championship matchup at WrestleMania. It's a fatal 4-way. It's going to give her some TV time. And honestly, so what? Because WWE's putting every single person that's on the roster on the card this year. Triple H comes out and he lays it all out for Seth Rollins tonight and pretty much says that if you want to face me, Seth Rollins, then you show up next week and you sign a contract for a non-sanctioned fight at WrestleMania. This was after he made fun of Mick Foley, said that he hobbles around. This was after he made fun of Seth Rollins and pretty much told the fans that they made a mistake, that Seth Rollins and Mick Foley made a mistake because they listened to the fans, and that's the reason why they're in the situation that they're in. And the person that groomed Seth Rollins, the person that crutched Seth Rollins, took the crutch last week and disabled and made him a cripple again. So, that's what we have to look forward to next week, a contract signing between Seth Rollins and Triple H. And finally, Tony Nese versus Austin Aries in a matchup. Austin Aries picks up the victory, and then Neville and Austin Aries have a segment, a little confrontation, talking about their matchup at WrestleMania 33. Kind of interesting, but we know the direction they're going to go in as well. Really hard to say if Austin Aries is going to win or not. I kind of see him winning that Mania. Should be a good matchup for us to see at WrestleMania. Dethroning the king of the cruiserweights. That was pretty much Monday Night Raw tonight. Not too bad of a show. If you like this video, hit the like button. Check me out on Twitter at 2007Webby. Check me out on Facebook at 2007Webby. Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.